Welcome back. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Session View window in Ableton Live. In my opinion, Session View is what sets Ableton apart from every other DAW that's out there. There are two main sections to the Session View window, this sort of spreadsheet type of interface at the top, and the channel strips at the bottom. Let's take a look at the channel strips first. You have standard routing controls and monitoring where you can route audio into and out of your tracks. I covered this in a previous video, so I'm not going to say any more about it here. Below the routing section, you have sends. In this case, we have two sends, A and B. If I want to add more sends, I can go to the Create menu and choose Insert Return Track. Now I have a third send, send C. If I go over to the right-hand side of my Session View window and I choose to reveal my return tracks, you'll see that a new return track has been created. If you want to apply reverb or delay to a track, you simply crank up the relevant knob. Below the sends, you have your track meter and volume fader. You have a pan control, a track on-off button, a solo button, and a record arm button. On a MIDI track, the record arm button has a slightly different icon. Now these controls are all pretty standard for most DAWs, but up at the top here it gets a little more interesting. Each one of these cells is called a clip slot. A clip slot can hold any amount of MIDI or audio, from a single drum hit to an entire album. If I double click on this clip, you can see that this is an audio clip that is over 100 measures long. If I click on this clip, you can see that it's a MIDI clip with a 1 measure drum part. You trigger a clip by pressing the play icon in that clip. And to stop the clip, you press any of the squares in that same channel strip. There's also a stop clip button here right above the audio routing in case all your clip slots are filled. If you want to record onto an audio track, you just need to make sure that your track is record armed. Then these buttons turn into circles. To record into a clip, you just need to press the circle. And now it's recording my voice. If I click on the clip, you can see it recording in real time. I'm going to press the stop button. And now I have a new audio clip that I can trigger with this play arrow. A row of clips is called a scene. Scenes can be triggered with the master channel over here by clicking the play arrow on whatever scene you'd like to trigger. For instance, if I were to trigger scene 7, every clip that's in the 7th row would play. There's a master stop all clips button in the master channel. If you remember from a previous video, I showed you how to group tracks in the Session View window with Command G. And if you notice, I have several groups in this session. I'm going to click these group track icons to reveal the grouped tracks. And as you can see, I have many tracks, and lots of the tracks only have one clip, but some tracks have many clips. One thing you can do in Live Session View is mix and match clips to see how well they go together. Live does a pretty good job of warping and syncing musical material with strong transients. So this drum beat and these percussion clips should play well together. Let's hear. If I want to try a different style of drums, I can go to a different track or a different clip. so you can mix and match clips and see what works well together and what doesn't. One key to this is the trigger option menu right here in the upper left-hand corner of Live. Right now it's set to 1 bar. This means that if my session is playing, I can trigger a clip in the middle of a bar, and it won't start playing until the next bar rolls around. You can see how this clip waited to come in until the next bar rolled around. That ensures that these two clips will be in sync. We can change this with the drop-down menu in this box. You can choose any note value or none. If you choose none, you might get some weird results. That was a very interesting sound.